Welcome to Reality After Show coverage of Survivor 44. This is the episode 4 recap. I'm Felicia. Oh, sorry. I'm Jonny Fairplay.
Who's Felicia? And I'm Wayne Memmott. What's up, everybody? Bye,
Oh, man.
Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Man, what a fun episode. It could have only been more fun if we had watched it live together in Cincinnati with Roger Bingham.
It would have only been better.
Queen, Sandra Diaz-Twine, Matthew Sash Lenahan, Matt Bischoff, and Matthew from this season.
Right.
If only he were allowed to be there and then compete in a fire making challenge against Matt Bischoff. You never know what's going to happen at a live viewing party. And if you'd like to join us live, tomorrow night, that's right, Wednesday night, I'm going to be in Boston with the Queen. I got Jeremy Collins coming. I got Lyrsa from David vs. Goliath. I got Jimmy T. Who doesn't love Jimmy T? And how about Joe Mena from Survivor Triple H? And then maybe a special guest. But, who could be there from the Boston area?
No one.
No one. Okay. So
no one lives out there.
Yes. Get your tickets now at survivortix.com, survivortix.com. I suggest going VIP, getting that buff, and doing the meet and greet and preferred seating. But that's just me. What do I know?
Man, how great was that event last Wednesday? I can't believe that was like a whole week ago. God, that was so much fun. Like seriously, if you're like a Survivor fan, we had people driving in from Indy, people from deep in Kentucky. There was a couple that drove down from Michigan for it. Like there were Oklahoma, another. They drove there and then they were just going to drive back.
Yeah. So and people that went to that party Wednesday are saying it's the greatest Survivor party they've ever gone to in their entire lives.
I can't imagine a better one. The fire making challenge was incredible. Matt versus Matt, like it was, or Matt versus Matthew. Sash was awesome. What a pleasant surprise to have him show up. Like you never know who's just going to
Roger Bingham, Kentucky Joe.
Still there, schmoozing with the fans. None of them are fancy about nothing. You want to meet any of these people, like show up and just say, "Hey, what's up?" And they'll be like, "Oh, what do you love about?" Like they will immediately engage with you. It is so incredible. And shout out to the Filson for turning up for us. My God, that place was awesome.
There was not another seat left in the place, and that's a big venue.
Yeah, it is not small. And and any night that ends at Jeff Ruby's with the Air Jordan cake is a good night.
Wow. What an incredible, that's one of my favorite Survivor viewing parties ever. And already sold just as many tickets for Boston for tomorrow.
That's awesome. So that's incredible.
But that's not all.
Right.
In May 3rd, going to be in Durham, the launch of my newest beer. It's me, Sandra, and Jesse Lopez from last season. We have a new beer called The Merge. It was going to be called Villains Are Us. They didn't like the name. It's now called The Merge. It is
That's all right.
Coconut lime sour. It's going to be awesome. Tickets for all the viewing parties available at survivortix.com, survivortix.com. May 10th, going to be in Chicago. And May 17th, Charlottesville, Virginia, for the debut of Jonny Fairplay 2. It is my latest sour. And then the finale, we're going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina. Once again, get your tickets now. VIP will sell out. Go to survivortix.com, survivortix.com. But we're talking episode 4. I'm Felicia.
I'm Wayne.
So, Felicia, it is Soka Day 8, and Franny is leading a meditation. Maybe there'll be a meditation tomorrow night in Boston. Yep. You never know.
Maybe.
Probably not. I hope not.
No, that's not good for a Survivor party. But we do like people that lead meditations. We love people that lead limitations.
Yeah. Or limitations. Either way.
Whatever it is.
Yes. So Claire was voted out last week because she sat out 3 challenges in a row. I don't think we're going to see people sit out back-to-back challenges moving forward.
No. I think it's going to be a fight to not sit out.
Yes.
No,
so, Josh explains that he has 2 alliances because there's 2 couples and they both want him so much. And then Danny assures the couples that they are all together against Josh.
Yep.
I love that Josh finally gets a confessional, finally gets airtime just to say the exact opposite of what is really happening.
Yeah, to show that he just has no idea.
Yes. So off to the Tika tribe. And you're not going to believe this, but there's 2 sticks making an X on the bird cage. And what does that mean? No one knows. And Carolyn explains, obviously, dum-dums, X marks the spot. So Carson, the genius of the tribe, says, yeah, I think someone put that there.
Yeah.
As in one of us, not production.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's simple. There's an X there. So that means that if you see another X, that's where the idol is. But Carolyn, who is pretty smart in her own right, has placed the fake idol, which is not the fake idol, but the real idol. I am here for Carolyn and her face every second of every episode.
I love her. She's the best. I'm so pumped. I hope she goes very far in this game.
Right?
Yeah, I love her.
So,
and anybody talking trash about her can get on out of here. Like, like I guess there's been some blowback, and people online have been not treating her very kindly. And it's like, dude, this is what Survivor is for. Like, I don't know what you want to watch if this is not what you want to watch.
Yeah. So I think she's great. So keep it up, Carolyn.
Yeah, keep going, Carolyn. Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah finds the fake idol, so she's good to go, but it's not a fake idol. It is a real idol.
The real idol.
Yes. So time for reward, and each player must hit at least one target with a sandbag slingshot. And you are playing for a big tarp for first place, a little tarp for second place, but the winning tribe picks who gets to go on the journey, because we all love journeys, and nothing bad can happen in a journey.
Oh, God.
Yes.
At least we're only 2 journeys in, a third of the way through the game.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's day 9. There's no way you can have trust by day 9.
No.
Or I think
you could. Yeah, I think you could.
Pretty easily by day 9.
I also just want to say I'm tired. I don't want any more slingshot challenges. No more. And anything. I want no more slingshots, because those balls could come right back and just take you right out of the game. Like, So the whole time I'm just cringing, waiting for someone to get their face blasted.
One of my favorite.
Come on! I lifted that. I lay up that for you. I lobbed it up for you.
Yeah, that's funny. I live for blasting faces. All right. All right. So Franny and Kane sit out. Don't worry, I don't see them sitting out again anytime soon. And Carolyn is struggling. You have to go all the way back on the slingshot deal.
Right. You have to go all the way back.
All the way back. So Soka wins, Ratu second, and it's pretty anticlimactic. I want, as you said, slingshots suck. No more slingshots. So I do like the you hit your target and the little flag comes up, but I'm guessing on Brandon's it didn't, because you don't see it go up, and small production snafu, but it is what it is. So Soka chooses Josh, Carson, and Jamie to go on their journey. And Jamie's pretty excited, because you may not be aware of this, but Jamie has a magic wand, and she used her magic wand to make sure that she could go on the journey, because she was in a great place where she was on her tribe.
Yeah, because her tribe loves her so much that they're willing to send her away.
Yes. So it's a jungle journey, and
I imagine at this point, it's like if someone goes on a journey, you just have to play assuming that they have a hidden immunity idol. Like, you just have to assume they have one when they come back, whether they do or don't. And so you're pretty much sending the person on the journey that you're like, well, we're voting them out next time anyway, even if you're just hoping you can outplay that person with the idol.
Yeah, like in the history of Survivor, whenever we've seen a tribe swap or even going back to the outcast twist, when someone joins your tribe that doesn't have the tribal dynamic, by way of time and relationships, it's not fair to just put them in there like a fish out of water. They're going in with some type of advantage.
Right.
I mean, like
Exactly.
that's the only fair way to do this thing.
Right.
So you have to know that that's the case.
Right. Exactly.
So I did not understand why no one, like, you see a couple people thinking it, but like I just don't understand why everyone wouldn't think that. But that's where we're at. So they each choose a path, and congratulations, you have a hidden immunity idol, and this expires not at the merge. When
Nope.
everyone is leaving on living together on one beach. So I feel like that's a small spoiler in that we're gonna have a fake merge.
Yeah. Yep.
So I didn't feel that anyone else, I mean, well, they may have caught, no one referenced it,
No.
but I'm just sitting here raising my hand going, we got a fake merge coming, right?
Yep. So here's what we have in the game. We have 6 idols, 3
Oh,
production. We have 3 production fake idols. We
okay.
have an idol for a fake idol for Matthew.
Yes.
What else? There's inheritance advantage.
Yeah.
Someone lost a vote. Someone has an extra vote, right? Who has Lauren has an extra vote. Remember Lauren, the girl that we all forgot was on the show?
Oh no, she has an epic belly flop later. So she
Yeah,
has
yeah,
2
I know.
moments. She is
Yeah,
the other worm eater and does a belly
yeah.
flop. And apparently has an advantage that I don't know about.
And also, don't forget, everyone still has shots in the dark except for like 3. So
Yeah. I don't like this, Wayne.
it's a lot of shit, and listen. I'm going to suspend judgment. I'm not going to judge it. I'd like to see how it plays out, but I feel like it's getting to a point where you have so many things, you might as well have nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't.
like you can't play strategy overall. Like, there's just it's turning it into kind of luck, a little bit more luck than it is strategy.
Back in my day, Wayne.
When you had to walk uphill both ways to play Survivor.
Yes. Back then, I was the first to admit, I mean, and I consider myself one of the greatest strategists to ever play the game. Okay.
Right.
But even with all that, and subtract me from the equation. I don't care if you're Rob C. I don't care if you're Sandra. I don't care if you're Boston Rob. I don't care. You can name all these great players in the history of the game. I still back then said, with all those components to make you a great player, the game of Survivor is still 60% luck.
Yep.
What is this shit?
Yeah, this is like 85% luck.
If not more.
Yeah. Because it's just like you could have everything figured out, and then there's like 4 idols that you couldn't even fathom. I mean, it's realistic that we show up and everybody except for one person has an idol.
It's realistic that everybody has an idol and no one goes home.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Like, what?
I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. I'm curious to see how it all plays out. I don't know. I also wish that they would put on the Chiron who has what.
Well,
did they?
Yeah. Because you have we'll get so. Josh
right.
is the first to find out, that he's just like, hey, I have an idol. He goes, this kind of sucks because I was in a really great position with my old tribe. And I'm like, ooh, all right, that's a hot take. So then Jamie informs us, the viewer, that she goes, hey, I got 2 idols. And then on the lower third, we have one idol, one fake idol.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I do love that they explain, they have on the lower third fake idol as well.
You kind of have to. You have to give us a running tally. It's a lot to keep track. It's like Game of Thrones.
Did they do that on Game of Thrones?
No, they need to. I would watch a show if there's just a little like pause and you could read like, who fuck is this person?
So let's see. So Josh Tatika and Jam is not excited.
No.
So, but don't worry, because Josh is a little smarter than everyone else out there. He's got the good read on who he's in alliance with on his previous tribe. And Sarah's like, "Are you a surgeon?" And he's like, "No. Why would you think that?" And Sarah explains to us, the viewers, that during the Snake Maze challenge, Josh explained that he has steady hands. And Josh tells everyone, "No, I'm not a surgeon. I'm actually a personal trainer." And Sarah goes, why do you need steady hands to be a personal trainer?
Personal trainer, right?
So, and then Josh explains his timeline of how he wanted to go to med school, but it didn't work out. However, he subtracts 11 years from his timeline from the date that he starts with to the date that he ends with.
Yeah, dude.
The exact amount of time you need to be a surgeon or a not very good personal trainer.
Yeah.
So, isn't there like a personal trainer license of some kind?
Oh, probably. I don't know.
I feel like it's.
I definitely takes. I think it definitely takes like 12 years to get. It's somewhere around that.
I'm guessing a 12-minute online multiple choice quiz.
Hold on. By the end of this podcast, I'll have my personal trainer certificate.
Oh, sweet. That means you can be a surgeon.
Yeah, steady hands.
Steady hands. Oh, so Carson goes to Ratu, also known as the Orange Tribe by me. And Carson explains that Jam Jam is running the show over there and that him and Carolyn are thick as thieves. And Matthew's a little bummed because he's just like, even though Jamie sucked, he put a lot of legwork in Jamie.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'll say comment on Carson's play. Like, this is exactly what you do. Like, this is kind of exactly. I mean, I don't know if you go so far as to say who you're thick as thieves with, like who you're with or whatever, but like putting like, yeah, that guy's running everything over there. You know, like that. It's exactly what you need to get numbers that emerge. So
yeah. So Matthew decides that he is going to have Carson as his Jamie replacement. So Matthew did get a Plant Daddy necklace, according to social media. So I don't know what necklace he needs to be Carson's BFF, but we'll find out in the coming weeks.
Puzzle Daddy.
Puzzle Daddy. Oh, wow. They're NASA Papa. I don't know. There's something there.
Yeah.
All right.
Space Daddy.
Oh, Space Daddy. Oh, there we go. I mean, we literally workshopped that for 3 minutes.
Yep. Carson is Space Baby and Matthew is Space Daddy.
Okay. Are you a Carson fan at this point?
I don't know if I'm a fan of Carson yet, but I like the way, I mean, he seems to be one of the few people that are playing the game in a semi-recognizable way, I guess you could say. Like, I think people are playing the game, but like Carolyn's playing her very own game, and I'm not judging that. Like, it's a very different game. Yeah, I'm for it. But like Carson is like the one that they've shown that like this is like a survivor. This is the fan. This is kind of what they want when they've cast all these fans. Someone that actually knows the game, but also can compete. Like he put on the muscle, he put on the weight, like, and he's doing these little things here and there that if they stack up the right way, that they will just fall in his favor once they get to the merge.
I feel like everyone else's love for Carson makes me love him less. Like, yeah. I feel he's falling into that Cochran Christian archetype that I loathe.
I know you hate that type of play.
I do.
I know.
But I'm trying to give him benefit of the doubt and be like, okay, he's not. I mean, because like Cochran and Christian wouldn't put on 15 pounds of muscle.
No, and I'll tell you. So I would say stop thinking of him as
or
like
30
Cochran.
pounds. I don't even know what it is at this point. I think he went from 115 to 145.
But if he had an air of showmanship, I think that's one of the things you don't like. He doesn't really he doesn't present that he knows he's on TV. Like, he's not a TV character yet.
Yeah,
I don't like sense.
That.
Yeah. But like a lot of his gameplay is like very good, but he's not, I mean, there's nothing outside of them showing him all of the time and him being pretty unique on Survivor as far as like skinny white kid with glasses. There's not like a bunch of those or whatever. Yeah. I don't think he's a Cochran because he's not shirking away from doing stuff. And it's not all about numbers for him. And because if it was all about numbers and puzzles and politics, he wouldn't have put on 30 pounds. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm still on the fence, but I'm leaning against
you can be on the fence. That's fine. I totally understand.
Okay.
I mean, him and Carolyn are playing very, very, very different games.
Yeah. And I really like, I like the chaos of Carolyn.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Chrissy from Australian Survivor, and we're getting it here.
Right.
So, Matthew tells Carson about Jamie's idol. Doesn't say it's fake, but it doesn't matter.
Nope.
So Jamie to Soka, and as Danny says, there's no ethics in Survivor, and there's rules, but they're going by Danny's rule book, and so Danny goes through Jamie's bag, and guess what? She doesn't have an idol, and Matt, who has been clueless up until now, says, "Yeah, she probably has it on her."
Yep.
So, which I'm guessing was correct. So,
Probably
time for
smart.
immunity.
Yep.
You have to jump off and grab a key. There's a floating balance beam and then a stingray puzzle. And Jamie and Matthew sit out. This is a good one for Matthew to sit out because that shoulder is not getting any better. It doesn't appear. No. Lauren has an epic belly flop. As a result, Brandon has to go twice, which I don't understand why Kane didn't go first and then Brandon goes back. Because Jeff kind of acted like Brandon had to go back right then. It's just like, how about Kane goes and then someone goes? Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah. Jam Jam does not like floating balance beams. Or they don't like him. One or the other. Carolyn lets us know that the water's cold.
I mean, that balance beam's like 6 steps. Like, it's really, I know it's like on a floating thing and all that, but it can't be that hard.
No.
Just go fast. On those balance beams, you just got to go fast. If you fall once, figure it out.
We were having flashbacks to Daniel Liu from Survivor. Balance Beam Bobbler. I think that was his MySpace name, Balance Beam Bobbler. Yes, or his AOL name. I don't know.
That's my OnlyFans name.
Oh, sweet. Balance Beam Bobbler. I feel like that means something completely different.
Yeah, for sure it does.
Congrats. How's the subs this month?
We're way down.
Okay. Well, if you want to sub to something good, go to realitypatron.com. You get links for Australian Survivor and all kinds of fun stuff. I'm actually going to put up the Q&A and fire making challenges from the previous Survivor viewing parties this coming week. So get ready. April's coming. It's going to be loaded with bonus content. So go to realitypatron.com. So Soka wins.
Yep.
Easily, but the race for second, it's too close to call, according to Probst. He can't even do commentary, but he continues to do commentary.
Yep.
All right. And Ratu finishes second. Huge comeback. And what do we learn, everyone? Never give up, just like John Cena taught us.
Keep going.
Yes. So afterwards, Danny does an almost 1.5. He does not nail it clean. And Jeff gives it an 11 to show that Jeff would be the worst Olympic judge of all time. How do you give someone an 11 when it wasn't a clean entry?
Yeah. No.
It's like, my girl at 1 a.m. She's like, I give you an 11. I was like, all right, well, it's like we're grading with the curve.
Johnny's always grading with a curve.
Yes. All right. So back to the Tika tribe. Sarah hates losing, and it's like, of course not. Who does like losing? And that Josh isn't Tika. I'm like, okay. So, but don't worry. They have a plan, and Carolyn is the decoy vote, and Carolyn doesn't like being the decoy vote.
Not at all. Not at all.
But Sarah's pretty cool with this and says that she wants a happy ending. You and me both. Always looking for a happy ending here. So Josh tells Carolyn that he has an idol, and also that she is Jam Jam and Sarah's plan, but his plan is Sarah. And Carolyn makes faces.
I love it.
Yes,
her faces are the best.
So Carolyn explains that this could be a strategic decision, this could be an emotional decision, and she has to do what makes sense for her, but she is not letting the viewers know.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Tribal. And Josh explains, hey, I was in a really good position at Soka. I'm like, no, you were not.
Nope. No, you weren't.
And Jam Jam gives an amazing analogy in which he says, look, Josh is the new kid in class. Like, you might have had a friend for a long time. They were your best friend. They were cool. They were great. However, when the new kid shows up, you look to your other friend and you look at her and you say, bye, Felicia.
Bye. Who's Felicia?
Do you think Jeff has never heard bye, Felicia before?
I don't think he has.
I don't think
I'm very sure. I don't think he has.
Yes. So bye, Felicia's origin, that's Boys in the Hood, right?
Yes. No. Friday.
Okay. I knew it was
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
It was not Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in South Central.
I don't think so.
No, of course it wasn't.
It was blank. It was from Blank Man.
Oh, Leonard Part 6?
Yeah.
I think it's too soon to reference that.
It is.
Okay. Or was it Leonard Part 5?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Anyway.
Yeah, we don't have Google.
No, not here. Not on this podcast.
No.
All right. So Probe says, who's Felicia? And Kayla says, I'm Felicia. So then Jeff explains, he goes, look, folks, we're only 9 days in. Can you really trust anyone in 9 days? And I'm just like, Jeff Probst never plays Survivor. Because if you haven't figured out who's cool, who's not cool, who's an asshole, who's not an asshole, and who you can trust in 9 days, your social barometer is broken.
Yep.
You are not made for Survivor if you cannot figure out in 9 days. I can figure out in 9 minutes.
Right. Exactly.
So I might circle back on day 2.
Right.
But I'm going to get a pretty good read
on who's what. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, it's like you go to a party and you got that one dude that tells like a racist joke and they're just like, I'm cool, right? I'm just like, no.
Wow. No, not at all.
No, just walk away from me, please. Like, and it's just like, no, I thought you'd get my humor. I'm like, I
don't.
I understand your humor, and your humor says don't hang out with this person.
I see that you have humor, I guess.
No, I don't think they do. I mean, like, I don't even think I want someone telling me a Pollock joke.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
Oh my God. Do you know how many joke books are worthless now because of Pollock jokes?
Oh, dude. The Pollock jokes aren't. I don't even think we could say that word, to be very honest. But
really,
those aren't even the worst jokes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're so. Oh, so yeah. No, Probst, 9 days is more than enough time to figure out who you can trust. Just throwing that out there. So we have who's left? Felicia.
Yep. Bye, Felicia.
So it's Jeff says, is there do you guys have any more questions? What's everyone thinking? And Carolyn says, just put me out of my misery.
I know.
Like, please do not put Carolyn out of her misery. It's my only request to the Survivor gods at this point. So it's time to vote. And if anyone has an idol or advantage, now would be the time to do so. And Jeff plays an idol for himself. And okay. And Sarah just looks and blinks.
Yep.
She has pretty blue eyes. I don't know if you caught that. She has very pretty blue eyes. So
actually, somebody texted my wife and said that her and Sarah look exactly alike.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know how much I believe in that, but they share qualities.
Ooh, like you're trying to spice it up.
No, she just always looks like she's mad at me.
I got a little bit of that going on here. So Sarah looks like every girlfriend / wife on the planet.
Yeah. Girlfriend / wives of people that do too much. Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, cool. Hey, we should do another podcast.
Yeah, right. What show do you want to watch?
I don't know anything. We got a Love Is Blind podcast coming up, but we're not on it. So
I'm not doing that one. My wife will do that one. She watches that show.
We got Shake.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. So
right.
get ready.
Well, I'll listen. I'll listen to it.
Yeah, the Shake Show podcast coming soon here to Reality After Show. You heard it here first.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah. So Sarah doesn't play her idol. Time to read the votes. 2 votes, Josh. 2 votes, Sarah. Jam's like, whoa, Carolyn's working against me. It's like, no, she's just not working with you. Big difference. And yeah. Sarah is out, and she joins the Went Home with an Idol Club. It is an exclusive company.
No, she went home with a fake idol club.
But it was a real idol.
No, I think
she went home with the. Carolyn thinks her fake idol's the real. Carolyn never read the clue.
Are we sure that's right? I think Carolyn has the real idol.
No, Carolyn has the metal bracelet. That's the fake idol.
But isn't her real idol and her fake idol like a real idol on a different tribe?
Is
like
that what it is?
Yeah, her fake idol is a real idol on a different tribe. So there's 3 idols. Yeah. She has one real one and one fake one. The fake one matches the real one on another tribe. Their fake one matches the real one on another tribe. And then their fake one matches Carolyn. So someone has a fake bracelet idol. I'm pretty sure she has a real idol.
I hope, but I feel like she doesn't.
Okay. I could be wrong. Alex will be able to tell us.
I never look at the lower third with Carolyn because I'm just too busy staring into her eyes.
Staring at her face. I know.
Yeah. Or her face. Because she does this sometimes too. which Jeff will make reference to.
And she also went home with that inheritance advantage, which is a bummer that we're not going to get to see how it plays out. Yeah. That's the only thing I noted is that they had this like advantage. It's like, okay, how does that work? And now we don't know. So I guess we're going to see it next season or 2 seasons from now, since we have no idea how it works and what it does. Then we'll see it later.
Perfect. So, and Sarah, will miss you. And next week, Matthew wakes up in pain. I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
This is not good.
Yeah,
he's a good dude. So, so I'm loving this season.
I do too. I think it's gonna be fun. I think we've got some really good dynamics. I think we've got some I hope they chilled on the twists. I hope all these like idols and twists just get weeded out and we're back down to basics. Like, maybe it's to get people interested in watching for the first, half of the season. And then it just goes down to a couple idols and people and how the relationships work. So,
yeah, I'm for it. So, and we're not done for this week. I believe Thursday night at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern.
I think it's 7. I think we're 7.
Yeah, 7 p.m. We are talking the final 2 episodes of Australian Survivor. What's the name of it? Heroes versus Villains. Heroes v Villains. Sorry.
Purple versus Yellow.
Purple versus Yellow. Thank you. And I'm guessing we're going to have some guests. I don't know. Did you catch last week? We had
I listened to it. I know.
We had Jerry, we had Nina, we had Simon, and and the entire cast all want to do deep dives.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I think what we just signed up for is we're gonna have to do like Australian Survivor. Like, yeah, we're just gonna have to do deep dives with these people while we wait for the next season. I think we're gonna have. That just means we're gonna have more Australian Survivor podcasts here.
All right. I'm cool with that. So for those of you that didn't watch Australian Survivor, Heroes v Villains, it is one of the greatest seasons in the history of Survivor, any country ever.
I even just got to say, like, you even get down to like the final immunity challenge and all that stuff. And like, and in some seasons of Survivor, you're like, all right, I see how this is all going to play out. Like,
nope.
Could not see how this all plays out. I mean, God, it was such a good couple of episodes. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to go back and rewatch it when I have time, the finale before the podcast on Thursday. It was so good.
Yeah. So once again, if you want to see it, become a patron, go to realitypatron.com. And it's the best way to support the podcast. You love this podcast. The best way to support it is to go to realitypatron.com. That's realitypatron.com. And Wayne, before we go, just a reminder to everyone and you, get on a plane right now. I'm going to be in Boston with the Queen tomorrow. That's Wednesday, March 29th. I'm going to be in Boston. Then May 3rd, Durham, North Carolina, May 10th, Chicago, Illinois, May 17th, Charlottesville, Virginia, very rare Virginia appearance.
Very
and then the
rare.
finale, May 24th in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tickets for all those available at survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. VIP will sell out for all those. So
for
Wayne,
sure.
Where can I catch you?
Let's see. I'm doing a bunch of comedy shows, Bombs Away Comedy, my comedy company in Cincinnati. We have a bunch of really incredible shows. We just had Ryan Niemiller, who got 3rd place on America's Got Talent. So if you're in and around Cincinnati looking for a date night, check out bombsawaycomedy.com. That's usually where I'm performing. I have a few gigs here and there. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Wayne Memmott. I post all my shit there. I have a website. I don't keep it up to date because I got too many websites to update. So
I feel your pain. Awesome. So, well,
Awesome,
thank you.
dude.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Wayne. And
Yeah.
Until next time.
We'll see you Thursday.
And for more bonus content, go to realitypatron.com. That's right, become a patron now. Get additional coverage of all your favorite shows, the weekly Q&A, and you become a member of the secret, exclusive Facebook group. That's realitypatron.com.